Alright guys, today I've got a quick video here. It's going to be on this device, the Nexus Player, and we're just going to do a quick startup of it and just kind of show you a once over. So let's do it. Here we go. First boot up here of the Nexus Player. Pretty excited to check this thing out. Let's see what we get here, guys. So that is the standard animation. Let me turn my sound up on my TV. Looks like it's trying to sync up to the remote, which it did. And first of all, we'll go ahead and set up for English. Set up my Wi-Fi. Looks like it does support the 5 gigahertz signal versus the 2.4, so I do have that. Let's set that up really quick. Okay, we're connecting to my 5 gigahertz signal on my wireless router. Alright, so connected successfully. Excellent. Looks like it's connecting Google. I'm curious to see if this lets me do a restore. Okay, so Android 5.0 system update. It starts automatically from the startup. Now that is a new feature that I've seen with Lollipop. It's basically a forced OTA update check on initial startup of your device. I've seen it on a couple different devices. Right when you start up, before it even lets you do your set up your device, it automatically does this sync for new firmware. So what you should be seeing here is it's going to go into recovery and it'll install the new firmware, and then we'll boot up again. So I'll just let this install go right here and we'll come right back to it. Okay, so the OTA update has finished and we should be starting up again. OTA update took I don't know, about a minute and a half to do in recovery, so it really wasn't long at all to do that update, so no big deal. There we go, booted up again, and it should be able to finish this. So Android is upgrading, finishing boot. Shabam! So signing into Google. By signing in to Google account, you'll be able to play your favorite games across your phone, tablet, and TV. So use your phone or laptop. That's interesting. Or use your password. I'm kind of curious to see how this functions. I wonder how you would use your phone or tablet. Okay, so here you would go to this site and you would type in that PIN. So that would be one way to set this thing up. Or you could type in your password if you know your Google account password. So enter your Google email and standard setup. So I'm going to do it this way really quickly. Alright, so should be signing in here to my Google account. Successful! Hooray! And continue with terms, policy, blah blah. Location services. I think this is kind of funny. I don't know why you'd want to turn this on a TV player or a Nexus player, so I'm going to leave it off. I don't want them to have my location. And finish. Setup is complete. So here you go. This is the initial setup, and looks like it gives you a bunch of recommendations right off the get-go. One of the cool things is if you buy this device, this Nexus Player from Google, before I think it's December 31st, they will give you an email with a $20 Google Play gift card, basically, that you can redeem with your account, which is really, really awesome. So from here we have some applications, movies, TV from Google, YouTube, Play Store, music, Netflix, Hulu, games, Google Games Play, Songs, I don't know, never used that application. And then you have your connected Wi-Fi and your settings. This looks very much, if you guys have seen my video on the ADT1, which is the developer edition of Android TV, it's very much the same interface. So, just to look at it, let's go ahead and check out settings. So we have Wi-Fi, Google Cast, because you can cast to this device from your phone, sounds, applications, daydream mode. Let's go to About, There it is, Nexus Player, Android 5.0. I'm just curious if this lets me see. Now I want to know if I can play my Lollipop game on here. So there's Lollipop. Let's. Oh, it does. You can play the game on it. Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. The Android ADT version, you can't actually play this game. That's almost nearly impossible to play, but you can't play it. And it looks like you can play it on here. Wow, that was almost the farthest I've ever gotten. So that's pretty cool. Let's back out of it. So you can play it if you want to get in there. That is a hidden game for your system. There I'm on build number. Also, that's probably how you turn on developer options. Yep, you do. So those are on now. You'll want to do that at some point to go ahead and hack this thing, because I will be doing videos on that. So date, language, keyboard. Looks like you can connect a keyboard to your device. Lean back keyboard is what's on there. So you can adjust those things. Accessibility, speech, search, and so on. So very cool. Remote, Nexus remote, add Bluetooth accessories. I think I can plug or use the remote that came with the ADT TV, which is an actual gaming remote, and sync it to this device, which I probably will do that, and play games with the remote. Very, very cool. So pretty basic here in settings. One of the cool things, oh look at that, it downloaded a game for me, Badland. Interesting, that wasn't there a second ago. One of the cool things about this remote is it does have a little search button, so you can hit it. And what's the weather today? So it'll do a little quick search for you.
Today's forecast for St. John is 35 degrees with snow.
There you go. There's the weather where I'm at here in St. John, Indiana. My new digs, moved here a couple months ago. So very, very nice. Let's go ahead and see what kind of applications we have for this device. Now I know that you have to have certain apps that are going to be tailored for the Nexus players for Android TV. If they're not, you're not have as basically you're not going to have as many options. Is what I'm trying to get at, unless you force install them, which I will show you guys how to do, which will give you a lot more options of things you can play on here. So here's some games: Pac-Man, Riptide, Dragon, different games you can play. Let's see what else we got. Beach Buggy Racing, awesome game, really fun. Definitely check that out. Very cool to play that game. I like playing it a lot. You can see some different ones. Modern Combat 4, that'd be fun to play on the controller for sure. Asphalt 8, another driving game, really fun game. Just kind of checking them. There is not much more than, like I said, the Android ADT TV in here. You got settings and some different games. So really not a ton in here, honestly, when it comes to applications. Development just has to get going on this device, and when it does, the market will really be a lot better. On the remote, we do have a couple buttons. Basically your back button, which everybody knows what that does, and your mic button. You saw me do a Google search. Navigation buttons, basically the D-pad and the enter button. Play, pause, and then you also have a circle button, which basically works as a home button. So if we'll go on like in the Play Store and you hit the circle button, it's going to go back to your main home screen. So very sweet, very basic, easy operation. Like I said, definitely got this thing set up right now in my bedroom on my TV, which is set up quite nicely like this. I like it a lot. So I'll be playing with this thing and seeing how it runs, and like I said, playing some games and stuff on it hopefully as well. I want to actually buy that game. Let's see. So with that $20 setup, if you have it, go into Modern Combat. Yeah, this game looks cool, man. Full description. All the information about it. It is, oh, that's hardware specs. Available storage. Woo! Man, this device, I'm trying to remember, this is like a 12 gigs, I think, of free space on here. something like that. Let's go check. This takes 2 gigs of available storage to play that game. I'm gonna buy that though, I think, with that money I get from Google. Let's check out my free space really quick, because that looks like it'd be a lot of fun to play with the controller. Where's my storage? There's storage. So, yeah, that stinks. There's total 8 gigs, but it looks like I've only got available 4.8 gigs. So that game alone is going to take up almost half my storage. 2/3 of my storage, 2/5 of my storage, I should say. 2/5 of my storage to install that game. I may still do it though, because it looks like a real fun game. It'd be just like playing on a console when you play it on here with a controller. So, yeah, there you go, guys. That's going to be kind of my overview here of the new Nexus Player. Like I said, very much like the Android ADT1 Android Developer Edition for the Android TV. Yeah, very much, almost exactly the same, honestly. There you go, guys. That is the Nexus Player. Fun device, like I said, very much like the Android Developer TV box unit. So you've seen that probably before on this channel, but still nice. Going to be playing with it. Definitely going to be showing you guys. And this will actually be, so a lot of these videos I'm going to be doing on this is going to be work for both the Developer Edition or the Nexus Player, just because it's going to pretty much the same device. So a lot of this processes will be the same. I'll probably go ahead and do an unlock the bootloader, how to get root access, and how to push over apps that maybe aren't compatible but work on this device. Especially, I want to try to get some kind of browser application on it, like Chrome, file browser, and obviously some different games that we can try out with the remotes and different things like that. So that's what I got coming, hopefully soon. Stay tuned if you are interested in this device. And that's about all I got for today. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the content, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Rootjunky out.